Okay, looks like we are live, and we just hit 500,000 in our last stream. So we are doing really well. We got tons of tiles, 853. I don't think there's any concern as to whether or not we're actually going to do it, but mostly a matter of how fast we can do it, because we want to get it done by the end of the year. Which we are on pace to do, being as we're about halfway through the year, and I am halfway done with this goal. So we're doing very good as far as pace. So hopefully we can keep it up. NB, what's up? Wow, it's been a while. Good to see you. How you doing? Welcome in. Yep, we're just doing our Dorfromantik thing. We've been working hard on this. This has kind of been the main thing I've been focusing on while streaming. Been a while, yeah, true. What have you been up to? Have you been playing any new games? Anything specific, or are you just kind of hanging out? We'll go here with this. All train quest. Okay, I think we might have another one of these going on right now. That actually works out almost like too nice. It's very convenient. Just been chilling, playing Astroneer a bit with Virus. Oh yeah, cool, nice. Yeah, I remember you guys were really into that when I was getting into it. I haven't played it in a long time because I've been so focused on this. I think I got burnt out from it too because we were playing it so much. I need to be a little more careful next time I try to get into it. Kind of want to go here. I think we will go here. I don't love it, but I kind of like it, and it works really well for the quest. Okay, this one could be really good somewhere. Yeah, Astroneer is a great game. Excellent game. Very well put together, well made. I'd like to get back into it someday. For sure. I haven't seen Virus in a while either. Yeah, he's been out of my streams for a while now. Oh, I gotta remember this too. We got one more house to add to that quest. Okay, cool. Thought I had a good spot, or I saw a good spot. I just need to find it again. Here. He'll rejoin the stream soon enough. Sounds good. I mean, I get it when people, people get busy, people have lives outside of the internet, right? So, I mean, I get it. I don't expect everybody to be here. Not at all. And we're all busy people with lives outside of here. So, we'll go there. And I think I do remember that we were trying to focus on tree quests. I think we'll go there. I think when you stream it's night. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's probably the middle of the night. Yeah, because he's in Europe. Yeah, he's probably in bed right now. That makes sense. Yeah, and I've been a lot more like consistent with my streaming, and I stream basically at this time every day, or every time I stream. So if you're not awake during that time, then it makes sense. Not gonna be around for it. I don't got the points, but drink water. Fair enough. I do need to drink water. I've been kind of out of it today, so. Appreciate it for sure. I think we'll go here because we do want to focus on getting these 2 quests done. Okay, and then we'll go over here, see what we have. Yeah, that's good. We'll go there. And we got houses. We do have this spot. Can't remember if we have another one. We might have another one just like this. But, I mean, we don't... We know we're going to need a piece like this right there anyway. We also... That's hard to pass up right there. I might go there. Yeah, I think I'm going there. That feels really weird to go there when I could go here with it. But it's a really nice spot for that piece. It does help with the quest, so I think overall it was the right decision, even though part of me doesn't like it. And we could use this to go over here and get this quest done. We put it in the spot. That's actually pretty nice. Yeah, let's go there. Cool. Sorry, I just got a text from my wife, and I actually noticed it. That's pretty rare while I'm streaming. Okay. This one we're probably going to put with west over here. Sorry about that. Just because this one's... both of these are really close to getting done, so we definitely want to wrap those up, I think. Okay. Yeah, we'll go there. That's good. And then we'll use that next water piece to get that other water quest. Yeah, that works out pretty nice. This, okay, I do need to remember to look around for the field tiles that are completely blank. There are often spots that need these kinds of pieces. And I forget about them because I'm so focused on the quests, which isn't a bad thing, it's just good to, you know, be aware and for those kinds of spots. Like this one would be really good if it was flipped the other way. So I think this piece is good to put with the quest. But I also think it was good to double check. Yeah, so I think we're good there. Go. Goose the Goat. Welcome in. What's up? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you've played Dorfromantik or what brings you here, but welcome in. Are you a fan of Dorfromantik, or did somebody invite you to the stream? Either way, no matter how you got here, glad you're here. It's always fun to have new people. And so I think we're gonna go just stopping by. Cool. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's always fun to have new people in the stream, for sure. Yeah, we're just playing some Dorfromantik. If you're not familiar with this game, it's kind of a puzzle game, uh, relaxing city building or world building kind of game. And I have a goal to get to 1,000,000 points before the end of the year, and so that's what we're working on here. Very big goal, but we're doing really well. Pretty happy with our progress so far. I think we'll go here. Actually, we're gonna look around a little bit. Yeah, it's quite the goal, and there have been times where I've been burnt out and not excited about it. So that's there are definitely times when I'm very tired of this game. But overall, I'm excited about it and feeling good about the goal. So yeah, hopefully we keep with it and keep making progress. Okay. So I do think that I've never seen anyone play it. Oh, really? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's it's a relatively successful game, I would say. It's not like a huge game by any means. But if you go to the Steam page for it, it's got I think it's like over 20,000. I want to check. 20,000 reviews. It's fairly well known. Yeah, 24,000 reviews, 96% positive. Like, it's pretty well received game for sure. Very nice, very calm. So if you like chilling while playing video games, this is a great game for that. Looks cool. Yeah, I really like it. It's probably one of my favorite games personally. Um, probably not for everyone. Some people are a lot more into like the fast-paced, intense kind of games. What games do you normally play? I like games like this. I like very chill games where you can kind of take your time and think about things and kind of just enjoy the vibe. I also I'm a big fan of like survival games, survival crafting games, games like Raft. Um, I enjoy Minecraft to some extent. I've been burnt out with Minecraft before too, but I Raft is very fun. Yeah, I used to stream Raft a lot. This has kind of been all I've been streaming lately, just because I do have that goal that I'm trying to reach, and that takes up a lot of, time and focus. So most of the time when I'm streaming, this is what I'll be doing, but once I finish it, I'm looking forward to getting back into other games on stream. So yeah, I'm trying to think of other games. Yeah, I like crafting games. I like, survival, like looting survival games. So, I mean, I'll try just about any game, especially if I got friends with me. Like if a friend wants me to try out a game with them, then I'm usually for sure gonna check it out. So the only games that I really don't kind of vibe with is like the first-person shooter style games. I feel like a lot of them all feel pretty similar to me. Like they all feel kind of the same. And not and they're not all the same, but it's just not my style personally. But I pretty much will try every other style of game. So, yeah. So I'm not too picky. I got tons of games in my Steam library. I got probably around 250 games. And I've spent a decent amount of time playing video games. For sure. But it's my hobby. It's something I like doing. So yeah, what kind of games do you usually play? Are you into anything specific, or like, are you a big fan of certain styles of games? Or are you like me, where you play tons of different games? Everybody kind of has their own style of what they enjoy. I like a lot, but one I've been into is Planet Zoo. Okay. So is that the one that's kind of like, it's kind of like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but you're doing a zoo instead of a theme park? I've heard really good, like I've heard that that game is very well received. I've heard it's a very good game. Oh, it just released on console. Okay, cool. Are you mainly a console player, or are you PC, or do you have both? It sounds like you're probably a console player if you're into it right now. Oh, you got both. Okay, cool. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I recently got into it's kind of silly, but it's called Gas Station Simulator, and I've been playing that lately, and I've almost beat the game. I kind of do that on my own time. I don't stream that one. I feel like I would have a hard time focusing on the chat if I was streaming that game. Yeah, I mean, there's so many games out there. I like simulator games. Yeah, me too. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I got oh, what's it called? Like the supermarket simulator game. I had fun with that one. There's also, I like the American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator. Yeah, there's so many good simulator games out there. So yeah, most of them I don't play on. Well, most of the time if I'm streaming, I'm doing this, or I'm like playing with a friend. Depends on the day. Um, but I have very limited time because I have my job during the week, and when I'm home, most of the time I'm spending time with my wife and my kids. So I like right now they just went down for bed, which is why I have a little bit of time during the week to stream if I want to. So yeah, but yeah, most weeks, yeah. So I'm very busy outside of streaming. I would love to get more into it if I had more time. So maybe someday. We'll go here. Um, but yeah, for now I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays around this time. This is usually when I stream each of those days. Most of the time it's just for an hour or two, nothing too crazy. And it's pretty laid back overall. Oh, I also recently got into Trackmania. I really like Trackmania. I don't know if you've heard. It's a racing game, but it feels more like arcade style racing game. Very interesting and it's super super cool. Been following this channel for a minute. Oh, Lucas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do remember you. Okay, did you this is a new account. Gotcha. Okay. Did your old account, did you like forget your login, or did you just want to make another account? You forgot your login. Yeah. Yeah, that happens. I've had a handful of people come in before basically saying the same thing like, "Oh, this is my old account." So, well, cool. Welcome back. I'm glad you got a new account. And yeah, it's fun to have you back for sure. Always good to have people return to the streams for sure. Yeah, I saw the goose and I was like, I felt like I remember somebody who had goose in their name, but it said you were a first time chatter, so I'm like, okay, I don't this is probably a new guy, but new account. Yeah, I got like two alternate accounts. I have one on my phone right here, and sometimes I pull up the other one on like the on my laptop, but not too often. That's one of my, honestly, that's one of my favorite emotes that you can do. Very fun with the all the squids. Okay. One. I know that there's a spot over. Yeah, right here. Very nice spot. Good stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, every time we do this game, we usually do 10,000 points. So when we get to 510,000, right now we're at 502. Um, it usually takes about an hour and a half. Sometimes an hour if I'm going really fast. I don't think we're going all that fast today, so. I've never really liked shooting games and stuff, but I like sports games a lot and simulation. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know if you'd call it a sports. I've heard people debate on whether it's a sports game or not, but I think it feels like a sports game is what the main thing is for me. Is Rocket League, which you've probably seen some of my Rocket League streams before. So it's not really a sports game, but it feels like a sports game. Like it feels like you're, yeah, Rocket League. I used to be really into Rocket League. Not so much anymore. Kind of fell out of it because I got into other games. But that's probably one of the games that I've spent like the most time in. Fall Guy streams, yeah, those were fun. I miss those ones. Those ones were a lot of fun. We had a great time with those ones. So maybe I'll, do a Fall Guys stream again someday. Because they were really fun, for sure. Yeah, there was, yeah, here we go. Sweet. Very nice. Okay, and this is nice because we can go here with that one. We're getting close on these quests. That's cool. Okay, got some. Just here, maybe. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate it. Honestly, I feel like the hydrate redemption for channel points is more for the streamer than it is for the people who are watching this stream. Because I definitely forget to hydrate while streaming. Super easy to forget about. Yeah. I mean, I think it's true because yeah, I forget to hydrate all the time while streaming, and I'll get like a headache because I'm not drinking enough water. Okay, so we actually don't have any water quests right now. We did finish all of them up. This is kind of a rare moment where we don't have any water quests. So yeah, now we got to decide what to do with our water tiles. Is this game on Steam? It is on Steam, and it might be on sale right now because we got the big summer sale going on. Let me check. Yeah, it's actually 40% off right now. Normally it's 14 bucks. Right now it's 8.39. Yeah, if you're interested in this game, this would be a great time to get it. It's got a really nice sale. I feel like I haven't seen it on this big of a sale before. Yeah, this might be the biggest sale I've ever seen for the game. Yeah, definitely if you are genuinely interested, great time to get the game. Very cheap. Even, I mean, even when it's not on sale, it's a pretty cheap game. It's only 14 bucks. So, very affordable. And if you do like to look for sales like I do, I'm always looking for a sale. Then, yeah, definitely a good time to buy the game. So yeah, if you feel like this is a game you would like, for sure, check it out. Maybe watch some videos. I got, I'm doing a YouTube series on this about my goal. That was kind of the main thing that I wanted to do, was have a YouTube series. Whenever I try to buy a game, I go into the good deal sections. Yeah, for sure. Same here. Yeah, I basically don't Like it's very rare for me to buy a game that's not on sale. I usually throw games onto my wish list and then I wait for a sale. And then I'll wait for like these big sales that come around and then I'll just buy a whole bunch of games. So, yeah. Um so if you'd like to see kind of my progress in the game, I do have it on my YouTube channel. My first episode is I really tried to explain how to play the game well and how to get like a really good game going. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so it's like it's very long. There's lots of episodes and I definitely don't expect anyone to watch all of them, but I felt like I did a pretty good job of explaining how to start your game because I've talked to a lot of people and a lot of people struggle to get more than 10,000 points in one playthrough because they'll run out of tiles before them. That's kind of the goal. The goal is to make the game last as long as you can without running out of tiles. When you run out of tiles, the game's over. And so if you're able to, game looks interesting. I'm gonna head out and go watch some stuff on it and see if I want to get it. See ya. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, and like I said, if you want to learn how to play it well, I'd recommend my video. And yeah, hopefully you like it. And if you have any questions, you can definitely come around to the streams. You can check out my Discord. I don't know if you're in my Discord, but you can always send a message in the Discord asking about the game. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. This is one of my favorite games. I've spent a lot of hours playing it, so I feel I like to think that I would be a good person to ask questions about this game. So, but anyways, thank you so much for stopping in. Hope you enjoy the game, and yeah, feel free to ask questions if you have any in the future. So yeah, appreciate you hanging out and good to see you again. Glad you're back. Okay, so we'll just continue. I'm actually having a hard time with the file. I don't know why. It's probably just because I'm focused on the chat right now. But yeah, I think this is a good spot. Okay. Yeah, that was a good spot. Didn't get anything special out of it, but good spot either way. This is a good spot for this tile, but there's probably other good spots too. Look around a little bit before we pull the trigger. Oh, this is pretty nice. I think that's my favorite spot so far. Actually, I mean, this is just as good. So, maybe there. Which one do I like better? I think I like this better. Closer to getting all the way closed up. That's appealing to me, I think. Hold. Ooh. That's actually quite nice. I think we'll go there. I think it might be good to wait for a tile that works here before we do too much in this area. We could do something like this, but then we got to worry about that special tile. Which does happen to be a field west, which we do have our big field area over there, so I think it'd be pretty doable to link up to that eventually. Yeah, I don't think that's really all that far. I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, but let's look at our big village quest. Can we link this up yet? Not quite. That's okay. We can continue doing adding to this. Sure. Okay, so it's actually kind of weird to get water towels right now because this is one of the few times in the game where I don't have any water quests to work on. So it feels a little weird, right? Like I don't know what to do with tiles. Now I do know that if we... I think we do want to try to close all of this up soon. I mean, not super soon. Just sometime. Because we do have a few water flags here. Yeah, I see 3. Is that 4? I think at least 4. But oh, there's 5. 1, 2, 3. 4 was over here somewhere. 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one? Did I already count that one? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there is 5. Yeah. Okay. Kind of hard to see because they blend in with the color of the water super easily. That's actually worth 25 tiles. I didn't realize that we had that many flags in this area. I don't think this tile really helps us with closing it up at all. So I don't think this will be helpful here. Use it in other areas. This area might have a few. Yeah, I see 2 flags here. 3. 4, 5. This also has 5. Okay, so each of those areas has 5 flag quests. Kind of interesting. That 4. Did I miss that one? This one might have 6. Wow, this is really weird. I'm not sure what to do now. Yeah, very strange. It's hard to know what to do with the water tiles now that we don't have any main water quests to go for. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that and figure out what I want to do there. Kind of a weird deal. Go here. A single house again. This could actually help us. Oh. I mean, we gotta go there. That's too good to put anywhere else. Okay, good. This we could put here. That's actually really nice too. I guess maybe I should have looked around a little bit more for that one, but I mean that was a really nice spot regardless. Part of me feels like there might have been a better spot though. Maybe not. Maybe that was the best spot. Either way, I think I'm good with it. Okay, so we got a train piece. Let's go back to our train section. Okay. River again. Yeah, it's Really hard to know what to do with these tiles. The water tiles. Oh, look at this. We could put it here. That's also good. That'd be good for closing the area down. Okay, so this is not fun. Didn't we have a... Yeah, no, never mind. Okay. I totally forgot about this area. Good to know. Yeah, interesting idea that we can do here. I think this is water. Okay, this here. Yeah, okay, that's cool. We're not going to be able to get that quest done, I don't think. Just because... Are you winning? Sorry, Sklee, I just saw your message. Yes, we are winning. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, we're doing pretty good here. Amazing. Indeed. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's going pretty well. We've been getting some nice tiles. We're about halfway done with this stream. Yeah, we're making good progress. How have things been with you? How are you doing? Hope things are going well. Are you all... You guys were moving, right? Are you guys all settled into your new place? Hopefully everything went fairly well. I know moving can be a pain. Not that good. Moving is starting like tomorrow. Ugh, okay, so you haven't moved yet. For some reason I thought you had already finished. Dang. Yeah, that's... Moving is very busy. And not the most exciting thing. A lot of work. So I definitely wish you good luck with that, because that's... You're gonna have a busy day. For sure. 5 a.m. for me and I am in your stream. Not a good thingy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming the stress... Yeah, you said the stress is messing with your body. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully when it actually happens that it goes fairly smoothly. But yeah, I do know what it's like to move around a lot. We've moved so many times since we got married. So, very familiar with it. And I definitely wish you good luck. But once it's over, it feels really good. What I hate the most is that every time I try to do something for the move, my body is simply telling me no. So I can't pack stuff because my body is giving ear pain. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. That's not fun at all. I know my wife has experienced similar things where she's like so stressed about something that she like physically gets messed up. Not fun. So yeah, I'm really sorry that's happening. That sounds brutal. Ugh, and yeah. I don't I don't know what to say to help out, or but you know, I know it's rough, and I'm hoping that it all works out for you. So yeah. How far away is the place that you're moving to from where you are now? Like you may have told me the answer to this question, but I can't remember. I don't know. uh, that is really not fun. Knowing the helpers will come today, and today's the day of putting everything in the car. And in the night before that day, I slept 3 hours. Ugh. It will be a mess, but after that, I will be good. 600 kilometers. I'm trying to translate that to American. So that's around, I want to say 360, 70 miles. Okay, cool. Yep. I said it as you sent it. Around, yeah. Yeah, that's far. That's, I mean, traveling around here, that would be at least 6 hours, I would think. Seven. Yeah, probably around 6 hours. I don't know how fast the roads are where you live, but I'm assuming it's around there. So, yeah, that's... I will say I have never had to move that far from where I live. I've never had to experience that. That sounds even more stressful than the kind of moves that I've done. Like, we have had to move a lot of times, but it's... I think the furthest we've ever had to move is like 30 minutes away. So really not that bad. Yeah, that's a really big move. The roads aren't that fast. They just stay where they are. True. You're right. How silly of me to assume otherwise. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad the roads aren't going to be running away from you. You at least got that going for you. The car can't go that fast because it's a bigger one. Okay. It's just going to be a long, slow day, pretty much. What it sounds like. Well, regardless, today we won't drive. We just pack stuff. Yeah. You said tomorrow you're driving? Yeah, hopefully... Ugh, yeah, hopefully... Do you guys have, like, a lot of stuff? Or... Oh, nice. My brother-in-law is driving. Okay, cool. It sounds like you got some people helping you, at least. Nice. If my sleep is messed up, there will be no problem. Yeah, once you're on the road, you can kind of chill out at that point, is what it sounds like. I'm not sure what a lot is in your eyes. Yeah, I guess that's fair. A lot is relative, so yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming that for me, I'm just gonna assume that the amount of stuff we have is probably more than what you guys have, but that's mostly because we have 3 kids, right? If we had to move from where we are now, which I'm hoping we don't have to do for a very long time. My boyfriend got a 30 QM 1-room apartment, and I got a 2-room 45 Q. Is that QM? What is... I actually don't know what that... I'm guessing it's something meters. Square meters? So a square meter is probably about 10 square feet, I'm assuming. Okay, yeah. I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, so I mean, you know, I'm in America, so we measure everything by feet. Sometimes I forget you are American. I will take that as a compliment. Americans can be a little gruff, so. But yeah, I definitely live in America. For now. Maybe someday I'll live somewhere else. I've considered living in other places before, but Probably won't happen for a long time because I do have a very good, steady, stable job. Yeah, I do work in a job where we use the metric system fairly often. So I can do the conversions between the metric system and the American, or isn't it the English system? I don't think England even uses the metric system or uses the English system anymore. I'm pretty sure they switched to metric. And Americans are just stubborn and they keep using the metric or the English system. I think the metric system is better, personally. It makes a little more sense. It like the calculations are easier, everything about it. Yeah, America. Yeah. So I'm one of the few Americans who believes that the metric system is better. But I'm also I enjoy science and math and that kind of stuff, so the conversions aren't really that hard for me. Well, anyways, you said square meter, so 30 square meter. Boyfriend got a 30 square meter one room apartment. I got a 2-room 45 square. So you guys are living in different places, or is that where you're currently living? If it's, I want to say a square meter is around 10 square feet, but I'm gonna look that up just to be safe. Square meter to square feet. Oh, I was right. Okay, so it's 10.76, so it's almost 11 square feet. I'm just trying to give myself a little bit of context. We are in different places, but kind of close by. Okay, so both of you are moving out of those apartments to go to this new place. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty small compared to what we have. We live in, I mean, we got 3 kids, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And if I remember right, it's like almost 1,500 square feet, which would be around 140 square meters. Here, let's figure it out. Yeah, we have 1,450 square feet. Yeah, so 134 square meters would be the size of our place. Yeah, a lot of room. We definitely need it because we got 3 kids. So sometimes it feels smaller than it is, especially when the kids are making a mess of everything. But yeah, it's a pretty good size, definitely. I think a lot of people live in much smaller spaces. But yeah, based on the size of where you guys are living, I think you guys probably have less stuff than we do. But you guys also are moving much further away than we've ever had to move. So, like, that's also hard, right? Okay, sorry, I missed a couple of your messages. You said a half an hour drive to him. And for me, just my stuff will be moving first, and 6 weeks later, I will move. Oh, okay, so you're not moving. You're gonna keep living there for a little while. Keep living where you are for a little while after you move. Okay. So what are you coming back for? Are you coming to help your boyfriend move? You still need to work for a little while? What's the reason for doing it at separate times? I still got my job till end of August. Okay, gotcha. What's the reason for, like, why not move all your stuff at the end of August instead of right now? Like, what's your reason for moving your stuff right now? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Go there. Got vacations now. Ah, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, cool. So you're gonna just basically live in an empty apartment for a month or so? That'll probably be interesting. Not completely empty, but yes. Yeah, I mean, obviously you'll probably still have the necessities, right? Have a bed, have, you know, basic stuff that everybody needs. Well, cool. I mean, like I keep saying, hopefully it all goes pretty well. It sounds like tomorrow or today and tomorrow are probably going to be the hard days, but you know, when you do move a month from now, you'll at least have less to worry about at that point, is what it sounds like. Still stressful though. Every day going to be a hard day. Fair. Fair. Yeah, for sure. No such thing as an easy day, right? Yeah. Well, like I keep saying, good luck. I moving's not fun, but it sounds like you guys got it mostly figured out, and hopefully everything turns out okay. And you know, I'm sure you'll be happy once it's all done and you guys are settled. And you'll be living together, you'll be in a new place. Like it sounds like things are gonna be pretty good once it's all finished, right? Yeah. Hopefully I'm not stressing you out by talking about it. Like if you want to change the subject and talk about something else to kind of take your mind off of it, I get that too. Today packing, tomorrow driving and unpacking. Friday the new furniture will come and we need to build it. Maybe we will need the weekend for it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday interviews and test working days for me. Okay. So you're gonna be out of town for a little, or you're gonna be in your new area for a little while, kind of testing everything out. Yeah, gonna be very busy. It sounds like for a whole week. So beautiful over there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, where I live, it's just a desert, very dry and not very colorful. So, I mean, it's kind of got its own beauty, I guess you could say, but it's not what people. It's not. I don't think it's what most people consider to be beautiful. Very dry, very dead. Not a whole lot going on here. And I keep forgetting that we have this right here. Need to remember this. Hills with forest, two rivers in the town, nice old town area. That's cool. Yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah, yeah, we haven't lived in a, we don't have a forest. we don't have, we have sand dunes and sagebrush. I don't know if you know what sagebrush is, but we have a lot of it. Um, what else do we have? Not much. We have a lot of wind. Yeah, lots of sand, lots of wind. Very dry, very dead. that's that's the area that I live. I mean, I've lived here most of my life, so it's normal to me, and I do like it here. I like the community. I like the people. Um, but definitely not like where you want to live if you're going to try to somewhere beautiful and connected to you know nature and life. I mean, there's nature, but it's dead nature. You want beautiful, lively nature. You do not want to live here. you want you want to live, somewhere else. Probably somewhere more like where you guys are gonna be. Just learn earthbending like an avatar, and you will have fun. So simple. That's all I gotta do. Just learn earthbending. If only. I would love to learn any kind of bending, honestly. Earthbending, waterbending, airbending, whatever. I'll take any of them. Okay. Still don't have any water quests. But once again, we gotta kind of figure out what to do with this junk. go here. Okay, cool. I think I like that. That kind of helps us with our goal to close up this area. You are old enough, knee bending is also something you would like to master. So, I turn 30 next year, and I do get some bodily pains, but I feel like I'm in relatively okay shape and that my body is doing better than a lot of people my age. I do get somewhat regular exercise. It's got to get down from that one. Yeah, I've heard 30 is kind of where everything just falls apart. But we'll see. I do have, so my dad, he's in his 50s and he's in excellent shape. I mean, I'm sure he has plenty of pains in his body, but he's very physically active, very good shape. And so I'm kind of hoping that I can sort of follow that example and not be completely messed up for the rest of my life. So we'll see. Okay, so I keep forgetting. We want to remember that we got this quest here. We need one more train track. Oh, I forgot that this... Listen to me. I'm a person who is 30 for 6 months now. Yeah, you know better than I do what it's like to be 30. Yeah, getting old is... I'm not even that old, but I feel like no matter what age you are, getting older is just not fun. I think maybe some kids look forward to growing up. Like my daughter used to always talk about how she's so excited to grow up, and I'm like, no, you shouldn't be. Growing up, you don't want to grow up. Trust me. It's strange. Getting old is super strange. Things are gonna be different for absolutely no reason. Yeah, yeah. It's just not fun to be old. Okay, we got another big quest. Yeah, I've tried to, you know, convince my daughter that growing up isn't as fun as she thinks it is. Like, she's like, "Oh, I can't wait to grow up and, do whatever I want and, be in charge of myself or whatever." The point you need the point you need an adult to help you and you realize you are the adult hits really hard. True. For sure. Yeah, that's definitely the way it goes a lot of the time. So, but yeah, I mean, we all gotta get older. Whether or not we grow up is a different thing. Hello. Pretty much have to go somewhere over here. Good. That's good as well. Okay, train track. So this, I think it should work. Somewhere. Here. There we go, we got that quest done. Now we just have that train quest. Got another, okay, so we got 2 back-to-back village quests. Both of them are large village quests. Anyway, I need to pack stuff and I'm gonna use you in my headphones talking about train tracks, rivers, and houses. Sounds good. I'll probably only be another, 20 minutes at the most Unless chat gets really crazy, then I'll be slower. I'm always a little slower. Chat is going off. But yeah, good luck with packing. Hope everything goes well. And yeah, we'll see you another time. Good luck. Okay, I don't know why I pretty much need to put this over here. We'll go like that. That up. Eventually. Okay, we got. No worries. I just try to find ways to trick my body into liking what I do. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta try to make things as enjoyable as you can, for sure. Yeah, I hate driving personally, and I listen to audiobooks on my drive to work, and it makes it more bearable. So, yeah, I feel that to some extent. There's spot overs. Go there. That wouldn't be first. Huh. For some reason, I thought there might have been something else, but I'm not. Guess not. Hmm. Okay, well. Sure. Yeah, whatever. Sure. Whatever. Not really thinking about it right now. This one, yeah, once again, we don't have any water quests. Probably wouldn't help us close off our water quest. So, excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, so if we go here, that'll give us 2 quests. That links up a lot of these trees here. That'll be, I think we go for that. 886 tiles. We're almost to 900. Pretty sure this is the most tiles we've ever had. That's cool. I suppose we could look for locations with water. Okay, I think normally I wouldn't do this, but because we have these tiles coming up that can kind of work with that. I don't think I'm going to go here, this tile. I think I will use that next tile right there. But I guess I didn't really have to do that because that wasn't a river tile. It didn't require us to put water there. Hmm. Yeah, not sure what to do with this one. I thought that it would be easier. Go there. This one, put it right here. Cool. Okay. Guess we could go right here because we're probably going to intentionally fail this quest because this is not the area that we want to have a village because we have the field thing going on here. So I guess we could open that up and at least have it there so we can start trying to close it down. Or we could just keep adding to our... Hey, Kazman, welcome in. Good to see you. Probably not going to be a whole lot longer, honestly. Just about wrapping it up. And I slowed down a lot the past like 10 minutes. I'm playing very slow now. Let's go there. Just enough time for a song request. Indeed. Always got time for at least one song request. For sure. Oh, okay, we can get another tree quest here. Cool. Alright. Let me turn the in-game music down. Or at least get ready to turn it down. I have Spotify open. Ready to go. Let me know. Country or EDM? I mean, I'm... or both. Do you have one that has both? That I mean, I'm sure it exists. Whether or not it should exist is probably another thing. One after the other. Ah, gotcha. I personally am more of a fan of EDM, but I think you already knew that. I also don't have anything against country. I do, like, I will listen to country. So, it's up to you. It's your song request. I'm good with whatever. Well, I know you like EDM more, so let's do country first and then... Ah, I like it. There we go. Get the lesser of the two out of the way. Not that country is, you know, worse than EDM. It's just what I like better. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their preferences, you know. How it goes. What are we gonna do? White Buffalo by In Unsick. That definitely sounds like country song. White buffalo. All right, here we go. White buffalo. All right. I know I always ask this, but let me know if it's too quiet or too loud. I think it's probably at a good volume. It's great. Perfect. What you like to hear. This, I will say, I think there's chill country and then there's like twangy, upbeat, fun country. I think I generally prefer the more chill kind of stuff. So like this is kind of like a, you know, it's just a vibe. I do enjoy the I do enjoy the chill stuff. This is very nice, man. I'm like relaxed. I feel like I should just be on like a big cattle ranch just chilling. Not working with the cattle, just chilling and watching them. Like have a chilling at a cattle ranch with my iced tea, my cowboy hat. That's what I feel like. That's where I feel like this song is taking me. The whole music video is guys riding horses and him singing on a ranch. So I basically called it, is what you're saying. That's pretty funny. I mean, that's pretty standard for country, so not a big surprise. Okay, so let's go here. And I kind of like this, because I'd like to link up the eventually. This is going to be a little weird, but I think we can make it work. I love the whistle sounding singing. It's very wilderness-esque. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I very much prefer this kind of country. And I always forget that this kind of country exists, because when I typically think of country, I think of the other kind, right? And so when people ask me like, do you like country? And I'm like, I mean, it's okay. But like this kind of stuff, I could totally vibe to this all day long, I think. Back over there. We want to go open that bad boy up. Oh yeah, that works out really nice. I think this will work out good. We'll be able to pull our village this way, and we can close this part of it off and get these quests done. So that'll be really nice. I think that works out really good. Very nice song. Honestly, like, if you played those kind of songs every time you did country music, I might become a country fan. All right, and I know another one's coming. There's bar country, then there's sitting on a mountaintop overlooking the vast wilderness with just you, your horse, and God country. Spot on. Yeah, that's my kind of country, I think. Yeah, very good stuff. Thank you for that song. I mean, every time I feel like you share a country song, I'm more and more convinced that I should probably get more into it. So you're converting me. I mean, like I said, not that I was ever like anti-country. Generally, I listen to other stuff. All right, there's the other one. Okay. Now we're gonna switch it up to EDM. This is what it sounds like. Go from that to EDM. Oh man, that's funny. Okay. I could go here. I want to go here. Still not sure what to do with the water towels. Okay. The only artist I recognize there is in Millennium. I don't recognize any of those other people. This should be fun. I know Millennium's a very popular game. Yeah, 4 artists for 1 song. This is probably gonna go off. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. And I'm playing very slow right now. I guess it's probably just because I'm out here vibing. She's doing the Inuit. Wait, what? Go ahead. Okay, so that line is the original song called Zombie? Yeah, no, it is, isn't it? Dang, I guess I just never knew that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Dang. I'm just dumb. Okay, cool. So I know the original of this. I'm sure everybody knows the original, but this is a fun remix. I mean, it is a remix, I'm assuming. Because those lyrics are, everybody knows those lyrics. Cover the song Zombie by the Cranberries, yeah. Bad Wolves came out with a rock version a few years ago that really blew. Okay, so maybe it's that one I'm thinking of. I'll have to listen to the original. Maybe I'll throw that one up next just to have some context. Oh, wow. Dang, that's a dirty switch up. Dang. Kind of goes off. Wow. I like how it's going back and forth between being like just super crazy and like super chill. Like very interesting vibe. I like it. Okay, do we want to try to put this over here? Not a question I'm facing. Oh, we could do this. I don't think I want to do that though. I'd rather put it over here if there's a good spot. Close. Okay, so we could do this. This could actually be helpful. It could also be annoying. Yeah, let's not do that right now. Oh, did you see that Just Another Night Shift got an update today? It's the taser update. That's probably gonna mess with the game a lot if you can get tased now. Figured it had come out recently. It'll probably be a big help to the guard. For sure, but I think that we were thinking that the guard was... No, was it easier to be the thief or the guard? I can't remember. Okay, so I want to listen to the original by the Cranberries, because I may have never heard of that before. Because I wouldn't be surprised if the rock version that came out a few years ago really... Yeah. The thief was OP. Okay, so we were thinking that the thief was better than the guard, so maybe that'll even it out a little bit. Alright, so we're going to listen to Zombie by the Cranberries. Very quiet starting out. Sounds like vaguely familiar, maybe? But I wouldn't be surprised if I've never heard this before. Yeah, I don't think I have. I think it only sounds familiar because I'm familiar with the other version. How old is this song? Cranberries is an old band, isn't it? Or I thought they were. Bad Wolves cover. Okay. No, I've definitely heard this part with this voice before. Yeah. I have heard this before. The way her voice sounds it sounds very familiar. 1994. Nice. I think 90s music is really fun. It was like, it feels almost like what we would probably call alternative music these days. Like, that was what was really popular back then. But yeah, I've definitely at least heard the chorus where she's saying, "In your head." I've definitely heard that part. But the rest of the song I'm not familiar with at all. I can't hear her. It sounded like a seagull. It really does. That's probably why I remember that part. It's very memorable. If you've ever heard that part of the song, probably won't ever forget it. Really focus on it during the next chorus. Okay. We'll turn it up and listen to... I mean, I'll turn it up in my headphones. Probably not the... But yeah, I will... Coming up here. Okay, so here's the main part of the chorus, and then she's gonna start squeaking here. It really does, doesn't it? That's funny. My goodness, I wonder what made them want to do that. It's definitely unique. I mean, they got that going for it, but I don't think it's something that most people would think to throw in a song. Very interesting decision. But hey, I mean, obviously done very well. Here it is. But there was one over here somewhere. IDK bro, it was the 90s. They were doing all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that was just before our time. Growing up in the 2000s. So I've heard a lot of people talk about this. I guess this would be kind of like a real talk topic. But I've heard a lot of people our age talk about how, so like, I think a lot of people kind of have just the general sentiment that the world is just kind of screwed. like like everything's just kind of messed up. It's hard to afford anything. It's hard to like just live in general, the world today. And I've heard people describe our generation, you know, the millennial generation. Here, we'll go back to in-game music. We're almost done with the game anyway. But basically, think of it like, but a lot of kids growing up these days, I think they know that they're growing up in a world that's just kind of screwed. Right? Like Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they all know that the world is just garbage. Whereas when we were growing up in early 2000s, it felt like we grew up thinking that the world was going to be awesome, and like we're the next generation. We're going to be, you know, we're going to be the leaders of the upcoming generation, right? We're, you know, change the world kind of thing. And so I've heard people say that our generation was the first generation that was promised so much and yet received so little. Right? I don't know if I agree with this or not. I think it's still possible to, you know, live a good life and take care of yourself and your family or whatever. I definitely think it's harder than it has been in the past. There's plenty of statistics that would agree with that. But it makes a lot of sense. So it feels like if you look at it that way, it almost seems like our generation just kind of bit the bullet and just basically getting screwed over. So I don't know. I mean, it really. I don't know if you agree with this. I don't know if you feel like the world's just brutal right now or not. Like I think some people feel that way more than others. I think I'm relatively optimistic for myself, but I've also seen what a lot of other people are dealing with, like, and I'm realizing just how lucky I got it. Like I feel like there's not too many people that are as fortunate as I am, and maybe you feel the same way, maybe you don't. But I think the general vibe in the world today is that everything's kind of screwed. So I guess what I'm trying to see here is like, what are your thoughts about what I'm saying? The world isn't getting better, that's for sure. Well, it depends on how you look at it, I think. Like, I think people aren't getting worse. Like, I think people are generally good people and generally always have been good people. But I just think that how hard or how easy it is to, I guess, survive, for lack of a better word. It's not as easy as it used to be, right? Like, cost of living is insane right now. The wages have not kept up with cost of living for 2 decades now. Um, like in that regard, The world is a lot less forgiving. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. I like if we're talking about the people in the world, I think most people are pretty good people. And I have nothing against the average person, right? But the average person isn't the one who's calling the shots, right? The ones who are calling the shots are the guys who are the less forgiving ones, right? Like for example, with COVID, when COVID happened, the cost of living went up like crazy because everything became so expensive. You know, like with the whole toilet paper and hand sanitizer and all that stuff, everything got super expensive. And then it never came back down. Like we all were thinking, oh, once we get out of COVID, everything's going to go back to normal. It never did. Everything is still just as expensive, if not more so, than it was during COVID, right? And so, yeah, so it's hard to look at that and say, oh yeah, let's be optimistic. We got a good thing going for us, right? Like it's hard to be optimistic when that's how things are going, you know. We are getting we I'm just realizing that we have gotten a lot of crummy pieces past, I don't know, I want to say like 20 tiles. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but very we've gotten a lot of very messy tiles. Oh, here. Never mind. Take that back. I don't like this piece. Ugh. I do. Go look over here. Oh, that almost works. It's hard to be optimistic when everything that the people running the world seems to not only be against our best wishes, but also seems like they're trying to put us against each other. Yeah, I think that's especially true when you look at the difference between our generation and the older generation. Because the stock market, for example, and I don't know how much, I don't think you're all that into like finances and stock market and stuff, but if you look at the stock market, it's doing better than it's ever done. Like it's all-time high. Everything looks great. Like all stocks are pretty much up. Like if you're on the stock market and you haven't made money in the past 4 years, you're doing something wrong, right? And so like basically, if you're retired, if you got a 401k, if you've you know just left your job in the past, if you're like in your 60s and you had a decent job with a decent retirement plan or whatever, you are doing so well right now. You have so much money. You are sitting very nicely on a very nice nest egg, and you basically you got it made, right? If you're in that kind of a situation. And like in that regard, you got that generation that's doing really well, and they're looking at us thinking, well, what the heck are you guys complaining about? Everything's so good. Well, we don't have the 401ks. We don't have the 40 years worth of retirement savings that you guys do, right? And I'm kind of in the stock market. Like I got a little bit of money in the stock market, but nothing compared to what somebody who's in their 60s would have if they, like imagine if you worked at Hanford for the past 60 years, or not, sorry, not 60 years, 30 to 40 years, and you just decided to retire. You are doing really well. You got tons of money. Your 401k is killing it. Like you're living the dream. But if you're not in that situation, if you don't have you're like the average person who's still in the workforce today, you don't have any of that stuff. So I think that's one of the reasons why you get a lot of contention between the older generation and the younger generation, is because one is looking at us thinking, well, why are you guys complaining so much? Like, there's nothing to complain about. And the other is looking at them saying, well, you guys had everything given to you, and or like it's easy to look at the older generation as a young person and say, well, like they took everything from us. So there's a lot of contention between generations, I think, because of the way the economy is right now, right? Like it's tough. Yeah, I don't know if there's really an answer for it. I mean, I see people who say the answer is just to put Trump back into office because cost of living didn't go up until he was out of office. I don't know if I agree or disagree with that. I don't know if that even would make a difference. Um, so yeah, I don't know. And I'm mostly looking at this from a American perspective, right? Like I don't know what other parts of the world are like, how well off they are, or how much they're struggling. So hard to say, but at least from a US perspective, it really does feel like the world is unforgiving and difficult. It's hard to be optimistic. Whoa, that was weird. What I was trying to do. I don't know. I don't know if you have any more thoughts that you want to share. I'm just kind of spouting at this point, I feel like. But this is kind of stuff I find interesting. Stuff that I enjoy talking about. Kind of seeing where other people stand on these sort of topics. Yeah, we have gotten really slow in the past. Like, I should have been done, like, I don't know, I want to say like 20 minutes ago I should have been done. I've just been kind of vibing, so that's why we aren't done. What time is it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm doing totally fine. There's no real reason to rush. Hi, Bunny! Just in time for us to talk about struggle between the generations and the United States economy. We got into real talk a little early. Maybe that's not what you wanted to hear first thing. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Isn't it just wonderful? Ugh, yeah. The struggle is real. We can say that. We can at least agree with that. Gosh. I mean, I've been waiting to see my previous comment didn't post. Oh, okay. Yes, man. We'll get there eventually. So I'm guessing you had this really nice, long, thought-out comment about everything I just said, and now it's gone. That's unfortunate. I was wondering why it was taking you a while to respond. I'm like, oh, he must be going off in the chat right now. Comment just disappeared into cyberspace. Let's go here. I like that. For some reason, it won't let me post my long comment. I think there might be a limit to how many characters you can type. I didn't think about that. Oh, and I did not realize that I had such a disgusting piece right there. That would have been... Now I gotta be aware of that. That's a bummer. Not too long. I wondered if there was a word it didn't like. No, if there's a word it doesn't like, it'll censor it for the people who want it to be censored. So no, it's not that. It's probably that there's just a character limit. You could try sending it in 2 different messages. Like try sending like half of it and then the second half. I think, like I imagine that that would work, but I'm not sure. Guessing. We are almost done, but I mean, we could do some real talk like we've been doing. Kind of fun last time. Like once we get done with this, we can switch it up. Oh, okay. Here's the message. Feels like the previous generations were able to retire at 50 to 60, but when I look at the future of our generation, it looks like a lot of us will have to work until we're 70 to 80. Then maybe be able to retire with a handful of years left with our families before we realize we've worked ourselves to the bone and only get a couple of years in the end to really prosper and live if we are lucky. Yeah, it's tough for sure. Like I think it's a huge goal of mine to retire early, and I mean like as early as possible. And I think I've done my best to make that as possible as I could. And I think I can still do it, especially with Hanford. But if you don't like, I mean, you have to be stingy, right? Like I am super stingy with my money. I never spend it on like hardly anything. I have my fun money and that's it. Like I feel like as far as how much I make, like I'm doing really well considering that I'm part of this generation, right? And oh shoot, I kind of lost my train of thought. Coworker is mid to high 70s and I'm sitting here like his health is only getting worse. Why not retire with what you have and spend whatever time you have left with you? Yeah. Well, and some people just like to work. I've noticed that too. Like some people go crazy when they stop working. And that's, you know, it's just part of their personality. Some people are just like that. But other people almost have to work until they're that old. Like I've known guys who have come out to where I work who only are out there because their retirement didn't work out, right? Or they didn't have as much money as they thought, or their money didn't go as far as they thought it would, right? And you know, most people aren't in that situation. I think most people, the older generation, are fairly well. Could be wrong about that, but what it seems like to me. So I really don't know though. I'm not part of that generation. I'm just trying to make the most with what I have, right? So, anyways, I don't really know where I was going with that. I feel like I had a train of thought at one point and then I lost it. So, yeah, sorry about that. Back. But I mean, especially when it comes to like minimum wage, you cannot survive on minimum wage. Not even close. Like you would think that the phrase minimum wage means like the minimum wage needed to survive in this country, right? And that's not at all what it means. That just means the least amount of money an employer can pay you. When I feel like it should mean the other one, right? Like it should mean that this is the lowest, like this is the lowest amount we're going to pay you because it's the least that you can get by on. Like let's say you move into the dumpiest apartment there is. Everyone seems to think, oh, let's give everyone $16 an hour and everything will be fixed. Well, and that's just in Washington State, right? If you look at other states, like Washington State is the highest minimum wage in the country. And like I can't imagine working in places where it's like $7 an hour, right? Like that there are places in the country that that's the minimum wage. And obviously cost of living in those areas is probably lower, but even still like I can't imagine it's any better than what it's like over here, you know? Then they're confused when they go get a Big Mac that used to cost $2.50 15 years ago, and now it's $8. Oh yeah, I try very hard not to go out to eat anymore. It's just not worth it anymore. Not that it was really ever worth it, but it's definitely the least worth it that it's ever been. So if you want to save money, eat meals at home. Don't go out to eat. Definitely helps. There. Idaho is still $7.25 an hour. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy to me that you can be right next to Washington State and be making half as much money on minimum. Like, yeah, it just seems ridiculous to me. Oh, hey. Okay, I'll take that one back just because we have enough points. But it was definitely a long stream. I definitely slowed down later in the stream. I think it took us like half an hour just to get 2,000 points, which is very slow for me. But we still had fun. We've been chatting and hanging out. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. Game's going very well. Let's take a quick look at our stats. There we go. There's everything. Take a look if you want. We've done quite well. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.